Yo. Yo. We've got my coffee. I'm looking at this volcanic eruption at Sabancay in Peru. Established yesterday was in Peru, not Costa Rica. Okay. My Amazon delivery has made it here. Just come out here in the morning and bring some coffee. Still have this on. It's starting to really bother me and irritate me, like physically irritate me. And the whole thing where my this leg is the one that's hurting. That when I got hit by the car, it hurts more normally from what these people have done to me than when I got hit by the car. My whole leg was bruised, so that should give you an indication I'm constantly hurting more than being hit by a car. I mean, just honestly. Y'all see the squirrel, right? I think he's playing dead. I don't think you're dead. I'm not gonna bother you, but I guess he could be dying. Oh, maybe. Kinda looks like he's like hands up. Don't shoot. Maybe he is not doing well. No, I think he's doing all right. I think that's an act. I have all these lots here. I'd love to do something with them. Especially, I mean, you know, I like the whole block, whatever doesn't have people on it. I especially would have gotten the lot next to Grandma's house when I had the Nano to do so. And so, why don't people work with me to get this back and then do some fun stuff with things around here? So you can see. And look at all of this open space. Moses Leroy Park is right on the other side of that block. At the end of Yellowstone Academy. So you can see off that way downtown. That's one of the reasons why I'd like to get some kind of webcam up on the house here. Maybe a number of them looking different directions, but one for sure looking at downtown and midtown and museum district and stuff. And you know, you put it on the roof and extend it on a pole or something. I gotta figure out what systems do that. Like I don't know if they sell it. Maybe I could work on getting that more, like working on that with, like, talk to GoPro about that or something. Like, do you guys have something that you could offer? Can you guys work on something? It's like some kind of system. You can set up webcams, stick them up places, like so you can have a live stream or something with it and have it in good quality. Like, it's really, you know, this is really good quality on the GoPro at the moment. You know, something probably won't be 4K 60 frames per second, but it might. I mean, it might not look like this. I've seen some that are 4K 60 FPS on, like the Fort Worth Stockyards is 4K 60 FPS. Oh, hold on, it's heavy. Give me a moment. So, some other thoughts. You know, kind of like I was saying, you could do that with businesses. So, GoPro could also sell these and market these to businesses so that they could put up a live stream very quickly and easily that looked very professional and good. And I can do laundry now. You could put up a stream that looked very professional very quickly. And you could, you know, one more like I was thinking you could have more permanent cameras, so GoPro could do one where it's more permanent cameras that you stick up like I'm talking about, where it's just a permanent view. Like, maybe you can move it around and stuff, but it would be like, these are more permanent cameras. Whereas some of them are like sticky cams, like you could do a live stream. You could do like kind of like, I've seen something that was like a stick up camera that you would go and stick up somewhere. Kind of like if you take the GoPro and expand the functionality, basically. I mean, I've been using this and recording my entire life, 24/7. I mean, I say 24/7, that's not true. Every waking moment, or the majority of the waking moments. I'm trying to get every waking moment. When I'm like sleeping, And in between, you know, awake and asleep, and in the mornings, like when I'm waking up, and as I'm going to sleep, there's some times where I'm like I'll wake up at night and it's like I'm not gonna turn on the GoPro. Actually, sometimes I do. So, but I mean, I'm working on getting as much as I can, because I think it's important. I think it's a way to record history that haven't had before, that people haven't had before. And I think it's, you know, additionally, I can't store everything that I'm recording. So I have hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of recordings. And I can't store them anymore. If GoPro could come up with a system where it's like, you can just upload all your GoPro videos and store them, and if you need to like edit something out quickly, you could do that, but it would be for people who are like doing something like I'm doing, or people who really like doing GoPro stuff. But if you do it for people like I'm doing, make it so that, you know, make it so that you could hypothetically upload everything. I mean, you can make me an example. You could work with me specifically, but, you know, work to set up some system where people can upload stuff. YouTube should work with, you know, and Twitch can work with YouTube on streaming stuff. Like, I don't think that these things are, I think that when YouTube tries to do YouTube gaming, it doesn't look as good as if they did YouTube X Twitch. Like, it doesn't work out as well. Why? YouTube isn't the gaming authority, because that's not what it was like created for. Maybe Twitch wasn't either, but that's what found it best. I mean, the utility of it best. Whereas YouTube, they're trying to force something, right? But if they work together, like, okay, this we found is good for gaming and other platform stuff, and this is good for this. I mean, because gaming is gonna get huge, and is getting bigger, and is only gonna get bigger. And I believe that it could be taken advantage of wisely. So, let's see. Other than that, do I have anything else? Any other thoughts? Here's a thought. So, this is a 720 web camera. This is at TSU. You can see that bird pretty clearly, right? I like this web camera. I think it's a good quality web camera, right? Give me a moment. This is my live stream. Twitch TV /yo_TV. You can see I have crypto stuff, earthquake 3D, and stuff about earthquakes, and all sorts of the GOES radar. So weather information, which you can see something spinning up in the middle of the country again. As I was saying, I mean, the weather stuff is not gonna lighten. It's not gonna go away. It'll get smaller. I have this, which is, there's a 720 webcam on the International Space Station, and they broadcast it. First of all my streams used to be way better. Something happened where they changed something in Google Chrome, and I can no longer stream as well. Like, they purposefully bricked it because I think they want to affect people's ability to stream out, which, that's wrong. It's an abuse of people's digital rights, and I believe it would be one of the reasons why Google and any of these companies and any of the people at these companies would be hurled out of their positions of authority. So, immediately remedy this stuff. I mean, I have a gigabit internet connection, and this is how choppy this is. If I'm being DDoSed and I'm not being told, you need to tell me. I mean, actually, you can't be creating a false reality around me. So some other thoughts that I have. You have these nice webcams here. I mean, I say nice one. This one, I like the quality of it. It still looks a little cartoonish in the way that it does its color. Like, cartoonish as in, look how the colors blend together. It looks like a painting kind of on this. I think so cartoonish in that sense. Like, it doesn't look hyper real. Whereas this one looks more realistic, though it still kind of looks cartoonish, and even has a cartoon up in the corner. And this is the Fort Worth Mr. Stockyards. It's 4K. It can run 4K, and so you could do 4K. But and I used to do it in 4K, but again, they've bricked my ability to stream out. They've affected it. So, yeah. Help me with this GoPro. I'd really like to get some cameras around and make some changes and stuff. And, you know, Houston, I want to get to work on making this place better instead of being attacked here. And, like, the city of Houston being used as some sort of, like, chessboard for wealthy people to abuse away the average person's rights all around the world. Like, there's wealthy people all around the world paying money to harass me. There's wealthy people here in Houston paying money to harass me and abuse my rights. Instead of that, why would not people work with me? I am the sovereign here, actually. This is Yostown, Houston. So, work with me. I don't go away, and trying to exert on me in any inappropriate fashion is only going to get you in more trouble. So, alright, and to GoPro. My GoPro is being affected in a way where people are turning it on and off, like, from a distance. You need to fix that. People can't be affecting my GoPro. You need to work in some kind of privacy stuff into the GoPro. And work with me to be an example, because I'm using it to empower my rights, not take people's rights away, whereas they're trying to take my rights away and abuse me. So, alright, I hope everybody's having a blessed morning thus far. This is what I'm doing today, and I will be, you know, I want to work on some stuff. Hopefully crypto goes up. It's been meeting a lot of pressure unnecessarily recently, because a lot of moneyed interest in banks and stuff are spending money to keep it down and depress the price instead of work to empower and enrich people. A bunch of moneyed interest are trying to strip people of their money. Everybody is individually accountable, and you can do that immediately. You can point out who these individuals are. So the stuff needs to end now. We need to go to the place where everything's comfortable, because that's what people want anyway. Comfort, not money. Money can't buy you comfort. Look, see how this stream here? You can literally see. I think that the point is that they're messing with me while I'm explaining this, which this is harassment. This is abuse. This is why Donald Trump working with these Russians would be thrown out of his positions of authority. Donald Trump is working with the Prince of Russia, Tobolsk, and Moscow. He is a criminal. Everybody watching, y'all are garbage for not affecting change any better. This is hurting everybody on the planet. Nick Vo has been paid off, and Donald Trump knows he's run some sort of covert action against my life and isn't fixing things. He sits on the a throne of authority that he's not using the authority in a good way. In fact, he's incurred so much liability legally, because this system has a legal system which tries to impose liability on people, that the whole country is at risk. So he needs to be stripped of his authority. He's a beast animal of a man. He's not a good person. None of these people who are harassing me are. The mayor here isn't either. Everybody needs to start acting reasonable about this, so that we can go to the place where this stuff actually works. I spend like $150 a month for internet with Xfinity that isn't working now, and I can't get AT&T gigabit here because they've worked out some kind of I believe because they have some kind of anti-competition thing. It's bad for me, it's bad for them. Nobody's getting they aren't getting the most money out of this. They aren't getting the most benefit out of this. Nobody's getting anything good out of this, except for a couple people down this chain around this system around me are bribed off. This needs to end. So, yeah, IA. All these corrupt police officers like Nick Vo, you're done. The Nicolations are done. We're gonna go to a place where I'm paying for internet that should work. Xfinity, why is this not working? This is problematic. It's consistently not working. It's consistently slower than gigabit. This is problematic. All right, that's it. Have a blessed one. Yeah.